Okay guys, so there's three main ways that we move around in Valorant. The first one is running, which is like this, and it makes noise. So I'm going to go into this now, straight away, because it's the most important thing. When you move, you make sound, okay? When you run like this. If you look on the minimap, there's a little circle around our character. It covers like about 30 meters or so away from us. Now, if you're moving, everyone, teammates and enemies, will be able to hear your footsteps if they are inside this circle, and they'll be able to use that to work out where you are and probably kill you. So we only want to be using our run when we know there's no enemies in this circle range to hear us, or we suspect that there's no enemies in that range to hear us. When we run with our knife out, we also actually run a lot faster. So if we want to be running, say, down this back side on defending side from A to quickly get to B, and we're confident that there's no enemies within around a 30 meter radius from us, we're wanting to run with the knife out to get there as quick as possible. But obviously once we start to get close to where we suspect enemies to be, we're going to have to use a different form of movement. So the first one of these is walking. Walking makes no sound, and it also increases accuracy of your gun, as when you're running, your accuracy is severely depleted. The other form of movement is crouching or crouch walking. This increases your accuracy the most and also makes you a smaller target. However, you move the slowest whilst you are crouch walking. So we want to use a combination of all three throughout our games, and I'm going to talk a little bit now about when we want to use each type of movement. Okay guys, so that's the absolute basics of movement. Like I said, I'm just going to talk now a little bit about like when you might want to use each form of movement. So as previously mentioned, the knife, you want to have this is your fastest form of running with the knife.
Let's go.
However, you don't have your gun out, and if you encounter an enemy right now, you're probably going to die. So you want to use this when basically at the start, or when you're very confident that there's nobody in any vision range of you whatsoever. Maybe you need to get from one side of the map to the other very quickly to respond to something. Most of the time, you're going to be walking around the slow walk to make no sound, because anytime that you're in kind of like the middle of the map, say like I'm here, if I'm making noise now, we can see people can hear me from mid-top. Look at this on the map. Look how far everyone can hear me from. The enemy could hear me fully walking on this ramp now, if they're anywhere in this whole area that they're most likely. So we want to make sure that we're walking around as much as possible. And we can also crouch when we want to be super sneaky. So crouching is more for just like crouching around here, like trying to hide, to kind of lurk for people. You can also crouch as part of your strafe, or as part of your shooting. So say you're shooting someone like this, you could throw in a crouch midway as you're shooting to put them off, to try and make them miss their shot and try and make them miss their headshot. Now, crouching with strafing and shooting is a bit more of a complicated issue, and I'm going to talk about that more in another video later on in this series. So if you're interested in learning more about shooting, there is going to be a guide on basic shooting coming up very soon. Alright, so that's kind of like the uses for all the different types of movement, and I'm now going to talk a little bit about jumping and a little bit about strafing. Okay, so I'm going to go into more details about the ways in which we should move around with like our crosshair and the ways we should walk to pre-aim and stuff, but first I just want to cover all of the actual types of movement. So there's also a jump. As you can see, we can jump like this. So you can jump around, you can bunny hop around like this, you can jump onto things, you can crouch jump, which is really important on some characters. If you've seen any of my Jet videos, you'll notice that crouch jumping is really important for some of her jumps. So a crouch jump is when you jump and then you crouch mid-air. So as you get the peak of your jump, you hit the crouch button, and what this will do is, say this is you and you jump in, it then lifts your legs up and allows you to just not get higher, but it makes your legs come higher so that you might be able to get onto like a little crate or a box that you might not have been able to get on before. So jumping is obviously really useful. You might also do something to surprise enemies. Say someone's around the corner, you know there's a sniper pre-aimed. You might jump into a crouch and shoot someone like this. It can be kind of useful as a bit more of a high level technique. You've got to be quite accurate with that and know that you're doing it to dodge a shot. You don't want to just be jumping around shooting people. This is really bad. This is obviously terrible. You don't want to be doing this to people, because if you're moving or jumping, your shots are not accurate. Look at this. Look where my bullets are going. They're just going everywhere. So when I said this, you want to jump and then crouch into a shot like that. But that's only certain situations. If you know someone's like camping with a sniper or something, for example, you might want to face check it like that. Okay, I'm going to talk about now moving around with your crosshair. Alright, I'm going to talk about now the way in which we're going to like actually be moving around and playing the game, because I'll just start talking about it actually. It's probably best for me to just get into it. Okay, so let me start off by saying what is something that's really bad. This is really bad what I'm doing now. Walking around like this. Look at my crosshair. Okay, this is terrible. This is what we shouldn't be doing. And I see loads of people do this all the time. Okay, why is this bad? You might be thinking there's nothing wrong with this. Maybe you don't understand what's going on. Okay, so if we see somebody, okay, if we see an enemy, we want our crosshair to already be on the height that their head is going to be. So, and I'm not the best at this. No way on earth am I the best shot in the world, okay? But to understand this concept is going to make anybody 10 times better at the game straight away, okay? Bullets do more damage to someone's head on every gun, okay? So if you get a headshot, you're going to kill somebody quicker and faster. And the quicker you can get that headshot, the more likely you are to kill them before they kill you, okay? So if I walk around and I'm always checking every corner where people might be, and my crosshair is lined up where I think people could be, if they were to come around this corner right now, where would a guy be? Maybe here? Maybe his head's going to come up here. When I come around, people are going to be at the other side. I'm checking here. Okay, someone here. My crosshair is like predicting where I think someone could be. And that's what you've got to start to do all the time as you're moving around. Like I said, I'm nowhere near the best at this. That you can get incredibly good at this. Maybe you think, okay, someone here. You don't want to walk around like this. This is bad, okay? Walking around slow around a corner is bad. Say you think, okay, someone could be on this box, okay? We'd walk out, crouch, shoot. We predict. We don't even know if someone's there yet, but we come out and we start to shoot where we think someone would be, okay? And I'm going to go into a guide later on in the series, I said, about shooting and about spray control and all things like this. But for now, let's just talk more about this. Okay, so the round ended, so I just had to end the clip. I'm going to start off from where we left off, which is talking about predicting people's headshots as you move and keeping your crosshair always at head height. It's a super important thing, okay? Say we're checking this corner, we think someone could be around here, we step out, we check. We don't just walk around like this, like, oh, what's going on? Let's walk around like this. No, this is bad. We think someone's here. We step out, we crouch, we shoot. We aim at head height. Okay? We come around, we check. We don't just walk around like this. We don't walk around like this, like, oh, is someone coming? We're looking at the ground, like, oh, is this a light? No, we think someone here. Like, I'm going to talk about counter strafing now. Okay, so say when we move, the bullets are going everywhere. And when we're stood still, the bullets are going straight, okay? If you go like this, your bullets are going to spray. But we can use like counter momentum as we go around the corner. So if I walk this way by pressing the D key, and as I reach like the furthest point, I take my finger off the D key and hit the A key, I'll kind of get like this counter momentum where I'm going to stay still for a shot. And that's when you want to shoot. So you want to come around the corner. See how my bullet landed where I, like in a straight line? It didn't miss. Because I've counter strafed, and you can get a lot better at this. This takes practice, but this is how you want to check corners. You think someone's here? Someone here? Is someone down here? Okay, things like this. You want to start doing this. Is someone down here?
30 seconds left.
You can even put a crouch in. You could come out, crouch down. You could wide strafe it, crouch. Okay, so I think we're starting to understand a little bit better now about moving around and strafing around corners. In a fight, we don't want to do this. This is really bad. In a fight, we want to shoot, maybe move a little bit, shoot. Say someone's down here, we want to peek, shoot, come around the corner, reload, shoot again, come back round, never do we want to be spraying like this. Okay, this is just really bad all the time. We want to be focusing our crosshair at people's heads, and we want to be strafing around the corners and standing still with the counter momentum to get the shot where we think someone's going to be. The game is so much about predicting where the players are going to be and thinking someone's going to be here. I'm going to pre-aim as I check the corner. Okay, I think we've covered quite a lot of movement now in this guide, and I'm fairly happy that anyone who's watched this video now understands the basics of movement and also some high-level concepts mixed in with that as well. So I hope this has been a good video. I hope you've learned something from this. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want me to continue with this series. There's going to be more videos in this series. I'm going to do shooting next, and I'm going to go on to other concepts, strategies, setups, the ways we play, offense, defense, things like this. So let me know if you think these are good ideas, and also let me know what guides do you guys want to see. What heroes do you want to see? What type of map? What do you want? Map guides? Do you want hero guides? Agents? So just let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see, and I'll be making content constantly. Alright, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.